Have you ever Googled questions about diarrhea while having diarrhea? Is that how you ended up watching this video? I'm sorry. But we're glad to have you. So let's answer some common questions about diarrhea while you finish up. What does diarrhea mean? Diarrhea is a symptom that can actually mean several things depending on what a patient is actually describing. The strict definition of diarrhea is 3 or more loose bowel movements per day, which makes a pretty dry definition of an otherwise juicy topic. Many people who are concerned for diarrhea may not meet this definition. They may be concerned by urgency or they may be having incontinence. And this is a somewhat different symptom and can point to problems with the anus or the rectum. Diarrhea is more a symptom of being unable to absorb adequate water because of problems with the small bowel or the large intestine. Another question people ask is, why do I have diarrhea after eating? While you may feel like food is literally moving straight through you, most likely this is the phenomenon of the gastrocolic reflex. When your stomach receives new food, it signals to the colon to move its contents along. Like a groundhog announcing spring, the stomach is telling the colon, out with the old to make way for the new. The gastrocolic reflex unfolds over about 20 minutes, and so it can provoke the sense that what you just ate moved straight through you and rushed you out to the bathroom. But really, this is probably food from earlier in the day that is now exiting, but it was signaled to start its movement out because of the food that you just ate. In reality, even a very fast-moving bowel will take about 2 hours to move food from the mouth to the anus. What diarrhea is bad? Well, first I should say no diarrhea is good, and some people will think that diarrhea helps them to lose weight. This is not a way that you should lose weight. So really all diarrhea is bad, but when is diarrhea concerning? Diarrhea is concerning when it's a very large volume that it may be difficult for you to maintain your hydration. It is also concerning if it's bloody because this shows that there's actually damage to the colon lining or the intestine lining. If that's accompanied by a fever, it can signal that you have an infection like dysentery, but it may also signal that you have an inflammatory bowel disease. There can be outside concern that this may represent cancer. And so these are all more alarming diagnoses than just a run-of-the-mill infection that will pass over a couple of days. When diarrhea is associated with weight loss, not only is it concerning for cancer or chronic infection, but it may also signal a problem with your pancreas or your small bowel having difficulty successfully absorbing the nutrition of your food. Is diarrhea contagious? While diarrhea due to causes such as inflammatory bowel disease are not contagious, many diarrheal illnesses are contagious. In fact, diarrhea is one of the most common contagious diseases in the entire world. And this is especially true in those areas that have a poor water supply, which not only lead to the rapid spread of diarrhea, but it also makes diarrhea that much more difficult to treat. And for this reason, diarrheal illnesses remain one of the top 10 killers in the entire world. So how does diarrhea kill? Diarrhea first causes dehydration and the loss of important electrolytes like potassium. A large amount of bicarbonate is also lost when you have severe diarrhea. Bicarbonate acts as an important balance to the acid in your body, and this disturbance of electrolytes and the acid-base balance starts to lead to organ failure. The dramatic loss of fluid can lead to insufficient volume in your circulatory system, meaning there's inadequate blood flow to important organs like the brain, the kidneys, and the liver. This drives acid levels even higher into such severe disturbance of your usual body chemistry and inadequate delivery of oxygen to vital organs to eventually cause death. For this reason, the most important thing that you can do when facing diarrhea is to stay hydrated. If you're not able to achieve that through oral hydration, seek help to get IV hydration. I hope you found this information helpful to appreciate what a burden diarrhea remains for third world countries. Thank you for watching and be safe.